to Dadtastic. I'm Casey Scott.
I'm Tom Hackett.
So, you said you've got something for us. You're not sure where it's going to take us.
So, crime.
Yeah.
Like,
You're the most random cat I know, really. Like, I was thinking this is going to be something about two dads or maybe about Bubbles, about your wife. But before we get to your thing, real quick, I want to ask you something because I saw something on Instagram and it said, my wife dressed me.
Yeah.
And I looked at the picture and it was exactly everything that you already wear.
What's so funny, Josh, huh?
What I'm saying is that she dressed you like...
Stop talking. What did you vote? Fire or poo?
Fire.
Good. You know, for people that are unaware, I put up a photo on my Instagram, and my wife did help me dress that night.
But it looks like you normally dress.
Yeah, but it's a little more clean cut, you know, like tuck myself in.
Uh-huh.
You know, I even tucked my jumper into my pants, which I don't normally do. That was something she recommended. And then, anyway, there was a sock dilemma, and long story short, I put up a photo, and it was a unique look, but I actually got more fire. And then I put up a poll, you know, what do you guys think? I put a fire emoji up there or a poop emoji.
Yeah.
And I actually got more fire emoji, which is kind. I thought I was going to get more poop emoji because people out there are pretty reckless behind a keyboard. But
you classify your style as kind of a Euro trash.
Sure. But the average age of those that voted poop, which is why for a second I thought maybe you voted poop, was probably like 55.
Uh-huh.
You know, and then,
I'm not even close to that.
You're on the brink. And then like the average age of people that voted fire was more around my age. Like
I'm
30.
going to say this right now. The pants you're wearing today, my 15-year-old daughter's boyfriend, Ashton, wore those exact same pants to the pumpkin carving contest.
That is not an insult.
I don't know if it's a compliment.
I don't know if it's a compliment either, but it's not an insult. Well, like, if you had said, like, my grandmother wears those pants, I'd go, right, something's wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But, like, 15-year-old, kind of hip. Kind of hip. Are you telling me I could blend in a high school at 28? Compliment.
You could be 21 Jump Street. You could go back to high school, and they'd be like, oh, man, there's Tom.
Now, that's a compliment.
Yeah, he's a narc.
Because you couldn't.
Okay.
Well,
touche. I'll take it. Yeah.
So, crime. You know, crime's pretty popular these days in the sense crime podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, like Sword and Scale is one of them that my wife loves, and there's thousands of episodes.
Well, right here on KSL, we had Cold, which was an international success.
There you go. And then there was the recent one, Hope in Darkness.
Yeah.
That our good friend Becky Bruce kind of handled, and that was pretty popular as well. Anyway, crime shows are also, if you go on Netflix, I mean, there's a lot of true crime docu-series or documentaries.
Right now I'm watching this thing on HBO called The Vow, and it's about the Nexium cult.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh man, they got this girl from Ally Mack who is in Smallville. I sit there and watch it, and I go, it's just fascinating.
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm fascinated by that. Like anything crime related, me and my older daughter love it. Like, I mean, I love Criminal Minds.
Right.
I love all those, the Law and Orders.
Yeah.
I love SWAT.
Although all that stuff's fictional, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's all based on real life events,
Oh,
and that
okay.
they turn into it. I mean, that's where they get a lot of the ideas for them.
Gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that. But anyway, so it's very popular, and my wife's a big crime podcast listener, and she does like
This podcast?
some true crime. She loves this podcast, true crime. Although she doesn't listen, true crime, like Netflix shows. What I'm trying to get to is I've noticed that I don't mind them either. But since Bubbles has been around, if it involves children in any way, shape, or form, if the crime story, the true crime story that you're listening to or watching has children involved, or it hits me different now.
Yeah. Because your values have changed.
Wow. And so I watched something, and I think this came out recently on Netflix. It's called The American Murder. Mm. Do you remember, not that long ago, this year, in fact, I believe, the saga in Colorado where that one fella's wife and children went missing.
Yeah.
And he did these interviews on television. I mean, it was national television.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know where they are. I just want them to come back. Like 4 days later, confessed to killing his wife and the children. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember that?
Uh-uh.
If I showed you his face, I bet you would remember it. His name was Chris something. Anyway, they came out with a documentary on him, and it's if you're into true crime, you will be fascinated by it because a lot of the footage they show is real life footage, like police camera footage, and a lot of stuff from her Facebook. She was a big anyway. So I watched that. It's about an hour and 20 minutes on Netflix, and I watched that quite late last night, and I was like, whoa. And anyway, I don't want to go into too much detail because it is quite gruesome. But afterwards, I was like on the verge of tears because it's the saddest story.
And you're not a crier.
And I'm not a crier. And Bubbles sleeps not in our bed anymore. We have like a kind of a miniature cot.
They call it a bassinet.
Or a bassinet just off the side of the bed on my wife's side. And I had to wake Kate up because, I couldn't be bothered getting up and out of the bed and going to get him myself. I was like, hey, can you get Bubbles and put him in the bed with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a snuggle sesh right now.
Right.
But like that was that before him, I didn't act like that.
So let me ask you, because I remember when my kids were young and they'd be sleeping in the bassinet or they would be sleeping next to the bed, or let's just be honest, they were in the bed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd have to put my hand on their chest to hear them breathe, just to feel them, just to make sure they're okay. And right now,
So technology's changed.
Yeah.
So you know what we had? We bought a sock.
And you put it on?
And you can put it on and then there's an app and it'll tell you heart rate,
that's
CO2
cool.
levels. We've stopped doing that. He's now he's just turned 8 months old about a week ago. So he's kind of not necessarily past that point. I forget what it's called. There's a word for it where like young babies can pass away in their sleep.
Yeah.
But this sock, I'd recommend all new parents out there investing in it, and I don't think it's crazy expensive. Maybe $100, and it comes with like different size socks. So
as they grows,
they grow quite fast. But yeah, just peace of mind. That'll give you peace of mind.
So to give you a little insight into the spook alley I call a brain.
That's a good word for it, by the way.
If I'm sleeping, like if I'm in bed with the lovely Leslie, and she's not a huge cuddler, I'd like to touch like just my foot to like her body. I don't like sleeping by myself.
You're the cuddler in that relationship.
Not really the cuddler, but I like to know someone's there because I don't want to feel alone.
Case, it's okay to admit you're the cuddler. You're manly enough that I think.
I don't know if I am the cuddler.
Well, then who is?
I don't know if we have a cuddler. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. But like my kids, when they sleep over at my house, we sleep in the same bed, and it just looks like a car wreck. I mean, there's just body parts everywhere. I mean, it's horrible.
How you said that the other week, and I was quite shocked by that because they're old now.
Yeah,
I think they're old enough to sleep in their own bed.
And Frankie likes to sleep.
Hello.
Hi, Leslie. You're on the podcast. Please don't swear.
Got it.
Hey, so we got a couple of things we got to go over real quick. Tom was wondering, between me and you, which one of us would be the cuddler?
I'm going to say you.
Yeah, I told him that you're not very much a cuddler. You'd be like, hey, I'm getting hot and sweaty. Can you move over to the other side of the bed? Yeah. Yeah, so you're not very much of a cuddler. Okay, now on a serious note, how angry does my hair make you?
Pretty angry.
What don't you like about my hair? You can be honest. This is a safe space. It's a safe space. I'm not.
Safe? It's just sloppy.
Tom said my hair is so long it stopped growing.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's just all the different lengths. Some spots it stopped growing, some it's still growing. I mean, Tom, if you look at it, pull the sides out. They're different lengths.
Yeah. It stopped growing on the top, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like sleep with a hat on?
Well, they don't like it because I'm going to show you right now for the camera. If I take my hat off, look at this.
It's stringy.
Please put the hat back on, Case.
All right, I got to go. Love you, bye.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Tom loves the pants.
Oh, thank you. The photo I put up.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Les.
Leslie, real quick, did you notice that the pants Tom wears are the same as Presley's boyfriend Ashton?
Yeah, I'm Tate.
Yeah. Oh, your son.
Natty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool. So
Yeah, that's what cool people do.
I wore the flannel to the Maverick this morning before I came to work, and someone goes, "I didn't know you're a deer hunter." All right, gotta go. Bye.
Also, so she probably voted fire.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, my girlfriend thinks you're hot.
No, I don't think it's she. I think she's. Was that you,
Yeah.
old man? I think she.
What a text notification makes me old.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Oh, bugger. It's maybe I'd have to go back into the archives and see, but the story's gone now. But yeah, she doesn't think I'm hot. She just thinks I have good style.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is fine. She's not the only one.
Oh, do you think that's a selling point for you?
I think that's up there.
Hey, we got to go real quick because Joni, she's part of the Hive, and that's where Leslie works. She brought me over.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Did you bring them in?
No, I forgot.
You're an idiot.
Well, I don't think they're going to be good, but they were the Cocoa Crisp Rice Krispies. But the key ingredient is it's fudge in the Cocoa Crisps.
So she.
That's her grandma's recipe. And
Oh my goodness.
she's going to send you her recipe.
Okay, cool.
And then you can make them for the Lord and Savior Kate.
Yep, just north of Sugar House by the shooting a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Lovely neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can get it to you. I know where you live.
Yeah. You've been to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crab. So she did, dairy me, did she use plain Rice Krispies or Cocoa Rice Krispies?
Cocoa Rice Krispies.
With fudge.
With fudge.
Sweet bit of Zeus. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I mean, they were delicious.
They were good.
And I'm not a big sweet guy.
No.
I mean, I like peanut M&Ms and I like Swedish Fish.
Have you figured out what you're going to do on Halloween?
I'm just going for it.
Case, we went through this and you haven't made any progress. I told you can't do that.
Yeah, but you're not the boss of me.
No, I'm not. And you're going to make decisions. Just like Presley's going to make her own decisions.
Yeah.
And they're not always going to be good decisions, Case. And I think this is an example of a bad decision.
Yeah.
Get the hand I was telling you about.
Uh-huh.
And hand it to him.
Why not just a rubber glove?
Well, are you going to take that rubber glove?
I'm not going to
Off
put my
every
hand inside people's bags. I'm just going to drop it. Tsh, tsh, tsh.
I mean, okay.
And that was the sound effect of me dropping candy in the bottom. Tsh,
Oh,
tsh.
okay. All right. I can.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't have a plan right now.
Well, you can be all wavery, but I've got a plan and I'm moving forward. That's what I do. That's what men do.
Are you saying I'm not a man? Maybe that's a compliment. Women might be better than men. Can we talk about that for a second?
Well, yeah, why not?
I think they are.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, they're never wrong.
No.
Men are always wrong.
Yeah. When I started getting in fights, I started apologizing for stuff I didn't even do. Like the shooting of JFK somehow was my fault.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't even born, but okay.
Yeah. That's on me.
Yeah.
Won't happen again. Sorry, ma'am.
I don't think.
Like if you could be reborn, would you be born a male or a female?
Man.
You would?
Yeah. I like peeing standing up.
I sit.
I mean, I do too if it's early in the morning. But this is not the thing. Here's what I've learned.
I sit when I pee.
Yeah, I do too. Not all the time.
Josh? I bet Josh does it. Josh stands?
No, yeah.
Josh likes to pretend he's a lot manlier than he is.
I think he's more manly than he pretends. I think this is kind of a...
I think he's way more feminine. Josh?
I would say, yeah, I'm for sure more feminine. And I think it would be manly to admit that you pee sitting down.
Dudes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bros.
All right, we're done.
Okay.
Right this second.
No, I've got one more thing.
Hold on. No, it's way better sitting down. Can I just say that real
It's
quick?
cleaner.
Unless you've got a belt that you need to take off.
Yeah.
Then I'd recommend, if you have a belt, I'd recommend standing
Okay,
up.
look, here's a caveat. It's better sitting down at home, but not in public.
But if there's urinals.
No.
You don't sit down on a urinal, Case, but yes, yeah. If there's urinals, just use the urinal.
Yeah. Here's one thing that I've learned.
About what?
When fighting with a woman.
Oh my goodness.
This is good.
This could be a whole show.
Okay, when fighting with a woman, You're going back and forth. You're making eye contact. You're both serious. You're both going at it. One thing you never do is take your finger and hold it to their mouth and go, shh, Daddy's talking.
Okay, Sam, I really appreciate those words of wisdom.
Never do that. It never ends well.
You've done it. Shh. You've done it?
Daddy's talking.
You've done that.
Yeah. It was a joke, but they didn't find it funny.
No, Case, that is so foolish.
So today, do me a favor. When you go home, if you and Kate get in a little bit of an argument, just take your finger and go, shh, Daddy's talking. And just report back to me and let me know how it goes.
You trying to make me move in? Is that what this is all about? You want me to move into your crib?
Just do it and see if you can set up the phone. Just start a little argument. She's going to go and you go, shh, Daddy's talking.
Jesus, Case. The divorce papers will come flying out of the cabinet. I didn't even know they were probably in there.
But they are.
But they're somewhere deep in there, I'm
They're
sure.
one signature away.
That's all it is. And that's that one line. Shh, Daddy's talking. Done. I'm out. See ya.
Hey, you've been listening to Dadtastic, a podcast about two dads. I don't know if the information is good here, but it's a lot of fun.